Forgot my microphone. Good morning, guys. Jack here with Space Games on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome back to the channel. This is, I guess, the very, very last time we play Star Citizen in 323. I said I won't, but actually, unfinished business, right? The other day, we didn't finish. We didn't finish anything. And I'm not giving up. And I want to try my... Before I lose all my ships... Let me grab this here. Before I lose all my ships... I hope my microphone is on, huh? Yes. Before I lose all my ships with 324, we don't know if they're going to wipe everything or not. Maybe not. We'll see. But before we lose anything, today we make some in-game music, right? You can do that. We'll play again, right? Yeah, some in-game music today. For now. So, the first thing I want to do, guys, is I want to fly the 𝗏𝗏𝗏.
Welcome to the 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏
So I'm going back. It should be back in the hangar in your Babbage. Yeah. So we are flying back with the Cutlass Black.
The vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
And grab the 𝗏𝗏𝗏 iron. Sorry, guys. It's early in the morning. You know, give me some slack. It's early in the morning. I'm still not being focused. So, but yeah, we will go back to New Babbage. grab the Ares, and then do a couple bounty missions, see how it goes. Alright. 𝗙𝗶𝘁𝗁𝗂 is back. Still want to know if I can jump now into this. Can it open from here? Oh yeah, you can. But why I cannot grab this? Oh, so you have to look like this angle, and then double spacebar. All right, double spacebar. Something learned again. Well, I hope everybody has a good Friday so far. Weekend is near, guys. Need my joystick. The weekend is near. Coffee is here. Captain Robbie. Good morning. How's it going, my friend?
Welcome, CPT Robbie.
CPT Robbie. That's what she says. CPT Robbie. Funny girl. It's called Captain. AI has no clue. Fills up very slowly. Coffee. Huh? Oh, so yeah, if you I always forget, if you retract your... Oh shit, my joystick is not working. What happened? Happens many times now. So let's go out of the ship. Let's go out of the seat. That's not a good sign. I had this problem before. Are my weapons still here? Yes. See, I want to check that before. Back in the seat. Yes, now. Wow. Not so easy. So, new Babbage. Let's go. Very strange book. Yeah. 𝗙𝗶𝘁𝗃. What a cool name. 𝗙𝗶𝘁 trademark. Awesome. Welcome, man. How are you guys doing today morning? Yeah, but totally agree. Strange book. Where's my spaceport? Oh, right here. Those are new lights. What kind of lights are those? For streets? Street lights? I really like those improvements in 3.23. All the lights have changed, and around space stations they have those halos, right? It looks way better. More immersive. So yeah, we will land here at New Babbage, grab the iron, and then that will be my very first time using that ship. Alright.
Please proceed to assigned landing.
Hangar 19 for the 𝗙𝗏𝗁𝗂. That's unusual. That is very unusual. Is that a really big one? Wow! Excuse me. Always use the retail thrusters. Hey, I will land closer to the door. Yeah, and then when I read the comments like strange bug, how many of strange bugs we have in Star Citizen? Did someone count? Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Did someone actually count? Man, still one of my favorite ships, guys. Just another to the list. Yeah, but this one is not new to me. I had it in 323 many times. Many times. And then in the beginning, you don't know what to do, right? You're like, oh shit, the joystick is broken. Something is with your joystick. And then I found out I have to leave the seat and go back in. It took me a while. It took me a while. And then here is the bad part. On my side, I should actually report it in the issue council. So, and then I don't do it. I forget. I don't have time. Whatever. But
Welcome.
usually it's just finding the corresponding report already, right? And just add to it. You can. I mean, the issue council is nice. I have to say, the website is great because you can search so many different issues by filters, which is very helpful when you play PDU, which I don't do anymore. I will just wait for all the changes to be live.
Vehicle selected. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following.
All right, let's see if we can get out this time. Last time the ship exploded, leaving the hangar. So, hangar 2. Of course, I will have to change my outfit. I'm not just flying with all my suit and stuff. It's so funny that they use these components, like the engine here, for the Spirit line. I mean, it's kind of cool, actually. You know, same design language, reusing stuff. Pretty nice. So, all right, let's take this off. Don't need this for bounties. I wish you could just grab the undersuit like in many other situations here in the hangar and put it back in and everything stays with the undersuit. That would be awesome. You know, you just grab the undersuit and the game remembers what was actually attached to it every time. You go to undersuit and you say, okay, I grab this one now, and everything what was attached to the undersuit will reappear. Isn't that a great proposal? Anyway, we'll take the cheapest one, of course. And some helmet. I like to always select helmets here and find me the cheapest one. That's it. All right. Okay, so first things first, we need a little mission. Bounty Hunter and Freelancer Bounty Reassessment. We have an MRT. Let's start easy. Let's start easy first, then we can do an MRT, okay? We can do the low risk target. And it shouldn't be that far away. It's pretty difficult to even grab an undersuit from a body too, causing issues before it was easy. Exactly. Yep, you're right, man. Does this call to arms actually still do something? I have no idea. I want to track this here, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's head out.
You are clear to launch.
We need 𝗙𝗵𝗁𝗃𝗃.
Singular Industries, a journey worth taking. Systems on. Launch complete.
Well, I will go slow. I will go slow. Last time I just hit the imaginary wall. I will wait until it's open. Don't know. I didn't see anything last night being applied. Ooh. Yeah. All right, we made it out.
Please visit again.
Oh, nice. Wow, the sound. Is it too loud, guys? If it's too loud, let me know. All right. Let's do this. Okay. Okay, we need something nearby, I guess. What the heck? Yeah. Cryoastroprocessing. What is this? I've never seen this before.
Quantum travel engaged.
Quantum travel engaged. Ah. Coffee and 𝗙𝗶𝗃𝗁𝗃 is still my favorite. Might have to travel a little bit. Looks like it. When can we jump to our actual... Oh. I'm trespassing.
Quantum travel.
Cryoastroprocessing, man. How far is this? Oh no, are you kidding me? Ah, thank you, man. Nice. Have a nice weekend, my friend. Take care. How fast is this thing? Yeah, we need to get out of atmosphere. So let's check the mission one more time. About a job. Looking for a qualified bounty hunter to apprehend the lowest target from potential wildlife location. Okay, so we have a potential wildlife location there. Interesting. So okay, we are at full speed. Yeah, if you do that around Microtech, over Microtech, stay at 40,000 meters to get your full speed. And yeah, that will make sure that you are really fast at your target. If it's like here, 330 kilometers away, and the Ares Iron obviously is very fast. 1097. Nice. Yeah, they should implement a way to, you know, like create our own markers on the map for our missions and be able to use it as a jump point for quantum travel. But yeah, we don't have that yet. It's gonna happen, hopefully. Also, my newest, craziest idea is, which would actually create way better gameplay in my opinion, is that you can steal ships from other players in certain situations and bring them to your hangar and keep those, right? But in return, it's kind of like a bounty. The original owner of the ship could have ways of tracking you down if he is, for example, by accident in the same server down the road, not in the same situation. Of course, also in the same server right there if the player who lost the ship is still there, but also if, you know, the ship reappears, because every ship has actually a identification number, and with that, you know, you would be able to track it down. If you have the right equipment in a certain ship, you would be able, with long-range scanners and stuff, see if, for example, that ship is in Stanton or in Pyro. And then, right, you can hunt down this person, maybe on his own base, or, yeah, or in a space station or whatever, and see if you can get back your ship. So yeah, and it's only temporary, right? I mean, you're gonna steal the ship, you're gonna have it, but you might lose it back to the real owner, and it should only be possible for ships you bought in-game. That would be also a condition, right? All right, we made it. Excuse me. We are so slow. Wow. Maybe if we go back to nav mode, be a little bit faster, maybe. Yeah. Hey, good morning. How's it going on this lovely Friday?
𝗙𝗎𝗓𝗓 is the first chatter and has been first 13 times. Welcome, 𝗙𝗎𝗓𝗓.
13 times, man. Wow. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm excited. It's Friday. I'm so excited because I have the neighbors over tonight. I have to cook. I have to cook for them. So it's gonna be fun. Oh, there it is. How was it, man? I forgot everything. We have no missiles on this ship, right? I'm making a filet beef sandwich with fries and potato salad. So I already bought a tenderloin, a beef tenderloin, and I cut out the filet piece, the big one. And yeah, I'm gonna make it. Oh wow, there's two. Oh.
Contact.
I'll make it according to Gordon Ramsay. That's it?
Attack on shields.
Oh. How to work this thing, man? This cannon is slow. Oh. I just ate lunch, but now I'm hungry again. I know, right? It sounds really good. I want to make everything homemade. So even the fries. Why is this weapon so slow? I don't like it. I should have maybe bought the other one with the ballistics. Whoa. But where are my shields? Shields are good.
Attack on shields.
Oh. I really don't like this ship. I have to say, I don't like it. The iron. The air is iron.
Star Citizen just tweeted and they said, "The hunt is on. Come find us at the Gamescom show floor for a chance to win fantastic prizes while they last."
What is Star Citizen doing at the Gamescom floor? Woo!
Destroyed.
What about the other guys? I mean,
Attack on shields.
yeah, what are they doing there? How you can hit these ships? They're so small with the iron. This is impossible, man. Whoa! Oh, this is really difficult. Whoa. No, I have to go back, get me another ship, man. Ooh!
Destroyed.
But when you hit it one time. Yeah! You really have to learn. How is my pip actually set up? Is it lag or lead?
Target.
Whoa! Wow! The hunt is on. Come find us at Gamescom. No, man. Come on. No way. It is hard, man. Especially if you do the... Is he still inside? Nice view, though. It's hard, the small ships, because you really have to learn targeting, and it takes so long to charge up that weapon because the iron has this laser weapon, right? Or how you want to call it, this energy weapon. So it's so different. Hey, but we made it.
Mission complete. Burrito I eat. There you go.
Oh, look at these flowers. No, he ejected. He ejected from the seat. I don't know where he is. It's a crusade ship, yeah. I mean, according to the mission, we are in a wildlife refuge, or how you say. I don't see any wildlife. There's also nothing on the radar. Okay. Alright, I'm heading back. I don't like this ship. I mean, let's do one more mission. Maybe it's just me getting used to ballistics, right? It's microtech. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful. I mean, to be honest, this is the closest it gets to an Earth-like planet. But it's very cold. It's very much, you know, storms all the time. There's no Earth-like planet in Stenton, actually. That's why I'm looking forward to Terra. Because Terra supposedly is Earth-like. Oh yeah, exploration here, microtech is awesome. Oh yeah. And there's more gameplay coming. They announced it now on the roadmap or progress tracker. Actually, they updated the progress tracker yesterday, and there's new missions coming, like repair, special repair missions. And it's gonna bring you to certain locations. Nice. Looking forward to it. So, okay. Offers, bounty. Let's do a MRT. Where we have to go? Dumborough. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if we make it. It's gonna be more difficult.
Quantum travel engaged.
Those small ships are really annoying. They move so fast. It's so difficult with that weapon. It charges so long, and then you have to keep your thing on that green circle, right? To hit the target action. And I think my pip is on lag. Let's check that. Options. How was my...
Quantum travel complete.
Pilot. Targeting. Look ahead. Don't know. Where was the pip? I missed it. No search function here. Oh, here. Aiming, auto gimbal. Did it change that? Weird. Oh, wait a second. So, okay. I cannot find it. Did that delivery mission ever fix itself? No. No, it did not. No way, man. Look at the river and the lakes here. Right next to Dumborough. Pretty cool. Actually, two right next to each other. I did a delivery the other day. Got interesting when I put the package down in my ship and then the damn thing hit my
Star
character.
Citizen just tweeted and they said, the hunt is on. Come find us at the...
Gamescom. Hashtag. He cannot say hashtag. So he stopped. Win fantastic prizes. Well, if I would be at the Gamescom, yeah, I will do it. Okay, we have 4 ships here. Reach target's location. But I'm here. Is this on the ground mission? No. No way. Neutralize. What? No. What happened? The mission disappeared. The mission disappeared. Maybe they They are around the lake doing some bonfire or whatever. I don't know. Yeah. So yesterday, the video they released about this nice guy from England, right? Who is a concept artist, which I love this job, man. And this is something that really interests me. And he said that his favorites are the Crusader ships. Actually, so yeah, nice ships. So it's not about me. Oh man, you're funny. No, it's about I saw him before, this guy, in some videos about, you know, new ships and stuff. And what is that, man? Someone lost a scrap or something. I have no weapon. By the way, no weapon. Not even a knife. So yeah, our target is not appearing. Maybe he's not here any longer. Went on to the next adventure without me. Oh. Frame rate. Oh, shit. Wow. It crashed. No, crashed completely. Launcher, unknown error. Something went wrong on launch. Please verify game files. Downloads. What? Maybe they dropped 324. I have no luck, man. So, launch game. Everything is completed. Oh, man.
Well, that was a bit underwhelming.
Yeah, 𝗙𝗶𝗃𝗀 is crashing on me. It is what it is. Doesn't like Friday. Then it says here, error on YouTube. YouTube is not receiving enough. Wow. Let me quickly jump to YouTube. See if that is still... It's not enough video receiving. Weird. Should be no problem. So let's see where we ended up. Maybe we are back at New Babbage as it was written here. How is the stream quality on Twitch? Nerion, is it good? Because I'm still running this multiple output thing on OBS, and I'm actually sending 1440 resolution to YouTube with 11 megabytes per second. Wow! I'm back where I was, man. And the contracts are still here. Those ships are still here. I'm on the same shard, same server. But wait a second. Wait a second. Ha! But I have no ship. Didn't I land here? Come on. How I can go back? See, that's the moment I talked earlier about it, where you want to steal a ship and it should be possible, and you should be able to put it in your hangar. Wouldn't that be awesome? And the owner would actually, you know, you have like a hacking tool. You hack the door, you steal the ship, you put it in your hangar, and down the road, if the owner of the ship is actually on the same server and has the right tools, like a long-range scanner, whatnot, they can find you. And they can try to get their ship back. Could be on your base, could be in your hangar, I don't know, you fly around, do missions, but only with ships bought in-game. So, yeah, game crashed. I'm back on the same server, but my ship is not here, and I guess there's no other ship. I have to backspace. Yeah. There's some guys. I'll ask them if they can help me. You guys can help me? See, that's what I like in Starfield, that I just talk to people, and sometimes they actually give you missions. Just random people on the side of the road. And actually, the graphics are not so good, I have to say. Wait a second, what did I... I'm on Direct 3D. I mean, I can change this for later. Vulcan. Next time we start, we have Vulcan activated. There's another ship. But that looks not in a good shape. Oh. I've seen that before. What ship is that? Is that a... What is that? Huh? What? I have never seen a ship like that. What kind of paint skin is that? Hey, let me clip this. I've never seen this paint skin. Am I crazy? Did I miss something over the last couple weeks, months? I don't know. I had no idea this was available. Maybe we can get in. No, the door is closed. Wait a second. Drake Vulture. Huh! Huh! What? Oh! Yeah, the server is just in a bad state. But I have never seen that paint skin. That's so cool. I might have missed something. Yeah. And actually the engines are on. Man, see, that's unfortunate. If I would find a way to get in, I could actually fly back to New Babbage. Okay. Boom. Dead. Stepped away and came back to what I... Yep. I was back in a game in the same location, but my ship was gone. So, yeah, no. Now I'm back in, hopefully in New Babbage. Had to kill myself. Okay, the game crashed again. Guys, what was that ship glitch? It was a vulture with a very strange paint skin. So I will cut this stream short today. As, of course, 𝗙𝗏 gives me a lot of grief. So yeah, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. Yeah. It's again verifying my game files. I have the crash handler here. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It just pisses me off. Yeah, I'll just delete the YouTube stream and call it a day. Not happy. Not happy. I mean, come on. I have a great machine. Why would it suddenly crash all the time? I didn't change anything. Everything runs smooth. Let me check YouTube. If YouTube still complains. No. Excellent connection. Yeah, all's good. Yeah. 2 people are watching on YouTube. Yeah, it's unfortunate, guys, but I can't play. Game is crashing all the time. Not sure. Not sure what to do. You could play something else. Well, you know, it's morning. It's early morning for me anyway, and playing something just for 1 hour, I don't know. You know, I like to go into a game, play 2 hours before work, and then, you know, achieved something. Now I would have to change everything here for Twitch and for YouTube. I would have to restart everything. But yeah, man, we could maybe do 1 hour something else. I was playing yesterday. Oh, you know what we could do? Something I wanted to do anyway. Wait a second. Yes. Yes, I don't know if you have seen it. A nice game is coming. And yeah. I will show you. Where is my website thing? This is something we play, guys. I'm so amazed about this. The very first explanation of the whole game.
And other things such as tattoos for players to choose from.
Was the audio off?
You can even choose different styles of lipstick and eyeshadow.
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, here my control.
You can choose the muscle tone of your character, from height, arm thickness, leg thickness, neck length.
Yeah, sorry guys about the audio, but I really like the ambience of the game already. I mean, I'm not a big fan of the character creation process. It's bothering me, right? It takes too long, and I know many people love it. I just want to play.
Once you finish your character, you choose your name and enter the world.
But I like the ambience.
And once you've customized the avatar that you want to play in the game,
Have they told you
well, then we
what
move
I
into
am?
the second phase of character creation.
Then I will sift your words for lies. Let's begin. Where were you born?
The second phase of character creation
A world of
is where
water.
you, as a person who may or may not know anything about Dune, get to make choices about who you were before the game starts. Where you come from,
Bad advice.
what caste you belong
make a
to
bad
in the Dune
deal.
universe, and of
be
course,
close to
perhaps
power
most
is to
importantly,
walk the
who your
dice.
mentor was.
Who was your mentor?
Your mentor determines your starting set of skills when you enter the game.
You must have been very young. The mind must be prepared or the training does not take. The test is almost complete. Have you spoken truth?
Yeah, this is, I think that's what they did. You have, a couple options here. You can load presets and then customize this preset, or you just move on, right? Of course, you can spend as much time as you want, but yeah, for me, it's just like, I mean, it's nice to do it.
Come here.
Don't get me wrong, but it shouldn't take too long.
Put your hand in the box.
Put your hand in the box. Let's go.
I hold at your neck the 𝗙𝗶𝘁𝗁, the high-handed enemy. Don't pull away or you will die. Great plots are afoot in the Imperium, and the currents of intrigue run deeply. Arrakis is the key, and the Fremen are missing. You will go to Arrakis as our agent, prisoner. You have one task. Find the Fremen, wake the sleeper,
Wow.
You will know when it is done.
I mean, everything is Unreal Engine 5, which is an amazing engine, to be honest. I mean, I've worked with it myself.
Now, we're going to jump ahead a little bit in the story here, skipping past several events just to sort of get into the early new player experience of the game. And you'll see that the player, after various shenanigans, wakes up here in a cave. And as we sort of look around the cave, we'll notice that it's filled with Fremen and the remnants of, you know, this ancient culture. So now as the player takes their first steps in the world, they're really here amongst the dead. And so the first question they should be asking is, what happened here? Who are these people?
If you look at this, it really looks like the caves in 𝗏𝗏. Very much detailed. I mean, look at the ground textures. I mean, and he said it's not finished. The game is not polished yet, right? It's not polished yet. And for example, like the character walks and how the character looks, I guess they're gonna make some improvements there still. But overall, this is already nice.
You know, this is just a place where we give players a little bit of time to adjust their settings, get a feel for the movement keys, and then move forward into the cave. And they'll stumble upon their first major interaction point, which is the Frem kit.
Frem kit?
Frem kit in our game serves as both a backpack for the player, of course, but also really a guide. The Fremen used to pack these with interesting objects that they could use to survive in the desert, and it's no different.
So the menu is amazing. I saw this in earlier demos, but this is, in my opinion, is not crammed with a lot of stuff. You see exactly what's going on the left, in the middle, on the right. On the top, you have your experience point and all that. You can switch between inventory and crafting. It's really nice.
From the player. So here they begin their first crafting experience, crafting a small scrap knife out of metal that was in the Frem kit.
You start from scratch. It's nice how they bring you into the game.
In order to preserve the moisture of those within the cave. And so the player, as they explore, will be able to use their scrap metal knife to pierce the seals and escape.
Ooh.
So really this entire area, built using Unreal Engine 5, is just to sort of get the player and ease them into the path. A lot of survival games have very abrupt, very harsh beginnings, and we tried to, you know, make the experience of joining Dune Awakening just a little easier, just give people a little bit of a feel for the world before we really toss them out into the harshness that is the desert of Arrakis. So here we've crafted a heal kit, and we're going to use that to heal our character. And once we're healed, you'll see that our stamina bar in the bottom left appears. And now that we have stamina, we can climb. The climbing system in Dune Awakening is based in part on the one that we built for Conan Exiles. It's a free-form climbing system. It can be used to climb almost anywhere. And as you'll see later, the new technology available in Dune Awakening, such as suspensor belts, allows us to do...
Look how easy you can implement climbing in a game. You don't need these ledges and certain areas you can grab to, which makes it so frustrating sometimes, especially in 𝗏𝗏. I know you cannot compare this with 𝗏𝗏 right now. I get that, but you want to kind of not frustrate a player, right? So
do even more interesting things with traversal.
In 𝗏𝗏, it's like they try to create a real cave with real problems, real issues, but then you get really into these real problems and real issues and you can't get out. And then you get totally frustrated.
So once we've finished that first little section, we're jumping ahead, we're going straight into the harsh real world of Arrakis. And here are your first steps on Arrakis. Your 𝗏𝗏𝗿𝗄 has crashed.
Nice.
And you've got to escape from the crash site immediately because the sandworm always comes. And what you have to keep in mind is, these are the little ones. So these are the first sandworms you encounter in the game.
So the graphics is kind of, you know, when he's running and moving, it's not the best, right? I mean, right now, I mean, if you play if you play a more high realistic game they develop right now, it looks a little bit better. On the other side, we cannot forget there's a whole world out there. It's an MMO. There will be other players, and of course they need to save also resources. So they cannot put all the resources
There's
into
bigger
graphics.
ones later on. The other thing that you have to pay attention to as a player is sunstroke and heat. So if you see in the top middle of the UI here,
it's getting
we've got
hot.
this sunstroke bar building up. The longer you stay in the sunlight, the more chance you have of getting into the sunstroke state. And of course, our player here, not the sharpest knife in the drawer, has decided to stay in the sun and try harvesting water from plants. So he has become sunstroked. Sunstroke gives you a debuff. It means that your water goes down much faster than it normally would. That means you'll need to drink more often. So stick to the shadows, avoid the sun. It will eventually wear off if you stay in shade long enough. So now that we've made our way out of the first part of the desert and we're heading deeper in, we're going to start to harvest in the game world. So harvesting in a lot of these survival games is quite similar. In this case, we're picking up items, but we're about to pull out what's known as the 𝗙𝗏𝗏. And what we do with the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 is we analyze structures to find their weak points, and then we cut along those lines to break open the structures and gain the resources inside.
You have this scanner, you get the weak points. Never seen this in a game. And then you have to cut exactly there on that weak point.
This is like mining. We apply it both to rocks, we apply it to metals in the game world. And at the start of the game as a player, you'll just be scrounging around, picking up, finding structural weak points in rocks that you can harvest, breaking them apart and taking those pieces with you. Now we've jumped ahead a little bit and we see that the player is starting to be affected by the spice in the air. And this means that players need to get somewhere safe in shelter before the spice overwhelms them.
So lots of impacts from the environment.
This is another large part of the game. We're not going to show too much of it today, but spice is a very important part.
Spice is a very important part. Awesome. But yeah, it looks really good. I mean, they have an open beta. Not open beta, sorry. They have a beta you can sign up to. You might be invited and help polish the game. Spice is live, yes. It's coming out early 25 if they don't postpone it.
With the world broken apart by the War of Assassins, there are NPC bases scattered all over Arrakis.
This is so cool.
We're switching to a different character now, one who's slightly more advanced, and he's using his binoculars to mark an NPC outpost. We're going to mark that. That marker will then appear on our compass.
He jumps all the way down here.
In any way you like. In this case, our character uses a 𝗙𝗶𝗏𝗀𝗄 combined with a 𝗙𝗶𝗶𝘀𝗵𝗏 to get up to high ground and approach the enemy base from above.
Crazy.
Kind of one of the interesting things about Dune Awakening is just how you can combine the different abilities. And this is how traversal really plays into the game. Like, you end up being able to attack these bases from any angle that you'd like. Now, our player is going to craft the first gun in the game, known as a Mauler pistol, which translates to, the basic kind of weapon in the game. As you may know, in Dune, bullets are not the preferred type of ammunition. Instead, it's darts, which are fired at a slower rate in order to try and attempt to pierce shields. Now, this early in the game, enemies don't really have shields, so the player is going to sneak into the base from above and use a combination of their early abilities. In this case, dropping out a grenade, then sneaking around the corner, and beginning to get into NPCs head-on. Now, troopers are the basic shock troops of the universe, and their ability trees reflect that. Grenades, 𝗙𝗶𝗏𝗀𝗀 for moving around, and of course, they're able to take down people with headshots. You can see how 𝗙𝗶𝗏𝗀𝗀 belts really allow you to change your approach to combat. Dune Awakening is at heart a third-person shooter with melee and abilities. And it's the combination of melee, abilities, and range shooting that creates what we call
lot to learn.
combined arms.
Skills.
Now, we've taken a fair bit of damage in this battle, so we're going to stop for a second to heal ourselves up with a bandage. Bandages heal over time. So you can't just heal yourself to 100%. You have to actually get into safety, get behind cover before you start using them.
Oh, okay.
Now we're going to quickly switch to a slightly different character to show off more of the melee that we have in the game. Because you're about to see that when a character gets in close, it's melee time. This character has Swordmaster abilities. First of all, the knee charge, which is about getting in close to do damage in combat. And then quickly setting up to a riposte, which allows you to parry and return massive amounts of damage to your enemy. Of course, later in the game, when enemies have shields, melee is a much more emphasized style of combat. And you see that when a player is not really equipped to handle ranged characters, they have to fall back on their abilities to get in close. Now, we've switched again. Now we're going to switch to a set of Mentat abilities. One of these abilities is known as Battlefield Calculation. Using Battlefield Calculation, the Mentat is able to calculate from anybody that they see what they're carrying and what they're wearing.
What?
Now we've dropped out our 𝗗𝗔𝗊, and we're using our 𝗙𝗵𝗔 ability to take down enemies in the wall really quickly.
You hear that?
So, and this
Now,
could be
obviously, when
a
you're playing with a
online
friend,
friend, like in a
You
co-op.
want to combine your abilities and work together.
Yep.
In this case, the Mentat's able to point out to their friend where people are in the world and how much ammo and stuff they have. And you'll see that when enemies go down sometimes, they go into a down but not out state. It's up to you whether you execute them or continue to fight.
What happens if I don't execute them? Are they coming back?
After a quick reload, it's back into the battle, with our friend coming from above and throwing out one more grenade.
Not bad, not bad.
And once you've defeated your enemies in battle, sometimes you just got to take their blood.
So you have to
In order
suck
to
their
get
blood.
water, the player's going to have to craft themselves this blood sac and this blood extractor and use it to harvest blood from their fallen enemies.
Crazy.
Now, in our game, it's not always a good thing to just take blood from people. It's potentially bad and can only be used for certain things. Once you've extracted the blood, you can then, of course, drink it. As you'll see here, the player takes a big sip from their blood bag. But when they do that, it causes a debuff because the blood is not exactly pure, and drinking blood for water is not exactly a one-to-one scenario. So you'll see that our health bar got shorter while our water bar went up. And so being a blood drinker is not always looked upon in the right way.
Player bases. Oh, this is what I like.
Of course, once you've played the game for a little while, you'll start wanting to build your own base. And the first part of that is placing down what we call a sub-fief console. A sub-fief console allows you to claim a small part of Arrakis as your own, but it does in turn mean that you'll start to owe taxes to the Emperor. So here we are with our building system, and you can see that we have two types of building here. We have the holograms, which show in the beginning. I call them 𝗙𝗍𝗔 projections internally. And we have the way that you fill in, which is by holding down the mouse button in this case. So the cool thing about this is it allows us to have this cooperative building system. So you'll see that one player places out the 𝗙𝗍𝗔 projections and the other player fills them in with the materials from their inventory. This is just a way that lets people play together and build together in an interesting and exciting way.
You can build together.
We've seen through our experience with Conan Exiles that some people just love to build in these games. So we've created a system called the Blueprint Building System that allows players to save a copy of their base as one of these giant holographics. Then they can take them out into the world and place them out wherever they like and then rebuild. And we have another system in the game which allows you to take these, big architectural designs of your buildings and sell them to other players on the exchange.
Oh, wow.
Once again, this is a way to quickly move your base around the world. If you've got a design you like, you don't have to, throw it out immediately. And it allows you to create these interesting masterpieces. It also, as you can see here, allows you to, if you're not artistically minded and you don't like building big bases, you can buy them from other players.
So you basically create your base. You can ask your friend to help you with materials, to fill that in when you have the holographics basically prepared there, and you can discuss it, of course, online, how you want to do it, and then your friend comes in, puts the material in. This is awesome.
Once you finish crafting a base, you want to fill it with all kinds of machines, fabricators, and refineries. And of course, harkening back to the blood extraction we just did, we've got the blood purifier. So what we want to do is take the blood from our blood sac and deposit it into the blood purifier, and over time it will refine into lovely fresh water, which can then extract into our 𝗙𝗙𝗏𝗏 and carry with us out into the desert. While there's many varieties of fabricators that you can use to craft things in the game, one of the most exciting things is crafting yourself a vehicle. So we're opening the technology menu, and from here we're able to purchase the design for a sandbike. A sandbike is one of the early vehicles available to players in the game, and you can kit it out with different types of modules, including an extra seat, which allows you to bring your friends with you. So in this menu you can see we're fabricating ourselves a sandbike, and all the different parts of the sandbike have to be fabricated individually. So the player is going into the menu here, they're crafting different things which will make up their sandbike, and as you can see, it prints out in this kind of 3D printer type way, where all the materials are turned into these particles which then come together to form the different pieces of the sandbike. And you can see it's sort of all happening in the background here. And if we go out into the world view, you can actually see the pieces forming up inside the fabricator. So a base with lots of these fabricators going is actually pretty cool and pretty busy. Once we've done, we jump back in, we pull things out of the queue, chuck them into our inventory, and then we use the welding tool to place out vehicle pieces. Now again, this is a cooperative activity. We've thought about multiplayer, so any other player could be working with you to place modules and pieces of this bike. And so we're going to assemble this bike, but of course when you work on larger vehicles and your friends are with you, you'll be able to work together to craft big things like transport ornithopters or sand crawlers. And so we're going to add the body to this, and we're going to add an extra seat just in case we want to bring our friend with us out into the world. Once the bike's been assembled and fueled up, you jump on.
So it's basically like in Starfield. You create, in Starfield you don't create components, you have the components already available. Here you have to craft the components with a 3D printer, and then you can basically create your own vehicle. It's kind of, I mean, it's cool.
And you can head out to explore the greater areas of Arrakis.
World events.
Heading out into the world to explore can be a dangerous experience. And as you explore the universe, you'll find certain dynamic events will occur. In this case, the War of Assassins has claimed a new victim, a ship which falls from the sky, spilling its loot all over the sand. So we head out there to see what we can get, to harvest and gather as much as we can. Of course, the problem is this is extremely visible to everybody in the nearby area. So people will be able to see this. And so in a PvP area, you might suddenly find yourself coming into competition with other players. In a PvE area, you might just find other people competing with you to get to the loot first.
So there is some combat involved
and
with
course,
other players for
sure. There are different kinds of threats. Because while the heat of the day is dangerous, at night the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 patrol this area of the desert with huge spotlights, searching for players. Now this player is over here, harvesting dew with a dew reaper, sucking the water off the surface of these plants, and they've been captured and seen by the 𝗙𝗏𝗏. And the 𝗙𝗏𝗏 send down troops who come floating down out of the sky to attack and destroy the players.
Wow. The sandworm.
Now, of course, as mentioned, traveling on the surface at any time risks drawing a sandworm. But there are certain things which we've created to draw players out of their comfort zones. So in this case, there's a special type of sand here on the surface, known as flower sand. Flower sand, according to the books, is the softest kind of sand, and players can use it to refine it into a variety of different materials that they need for crafting. So you want to come out into the desert and you want to try and find flower sand. But you have to be wary and pay attention, because as you harvest, you risk drawing the attention of the sandworm.
Ah. So a lot of things to do in that game. This is what, I mean, I
We've
like it.
awoken the beast.
Oh,
The
boy.
sandworm is coming. We spent too much time out here, and it's coming to get us. Now you can see in the middle of the screen the indicator showing us that the sandworm is angry, and it's coming after us. And our only option now is to get back to rocky ground, or the sandworm's going to take us.
What the heck?
I don't know how those guys survived that, but somehow they managed to get to the safety of the rock island. Once you've crafted your first ornithopter, you'll be able to take to the air, and your entire perspective of the world shifts.
I wonder how far it goes.
It'll make traversing the world a lot safer, because
Is
you can
this
avoid
the
the
maximum you can
It'll
craft?
also help you to go out into the larger world of Arrakis.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna have those big vehicles. You can craft those big vehicles to harvest spice. I'm pretty sure you can go all the way up there when it comes to vehicles and craft those and build them with your friend. I'm pretty sure. That would be so awesome.
Here we are in the overland map, and we're going to make our way south until we find the place known as 𝗏𝗏 Village. 𝗏𝗏 Village is the current seat of the Harkonnen, after their city, Carthage.
So this is the difference to Star Citizen. You don't have one planet and you can explore it. You have to use this map to explore the planet. That's a big difference. So there's no seamless traveling over the planet. That's, of course, you know, the big advantage in Star Citizen.
Was destroyed in a nuclear explosion during the War of Assassins. There's more details like that in the lore of the game for players to discover and explore. So we're going to land at 𝗏𝗏, and we're going to explore the social space.
Cutscenes.
Once you arrive in 𝗏𝗏 Village, you'll be able to meet up with other players, interact with them, trade, and create guilds. The game has a variety of social interaction mechanics, from emotes to grouping to a chat. Throughout 𝗏𝗏 Village, you'll also interact with story characters, follow the main story.
Follow the main story. So there is a main story, which is great, which I like. I like to play the storyline. But also, I think the cutscene and the map kind of gives you more playtime, right? You are not just flying around all the time looking for things. You are actually traveling fast, and you can do things faster. And so you play more.
You'll be able to meet vendors who will sell you exotic items.
They let you live. That is interesting.
You'll be able to get a feel for how the factions are viewed in the world. And of course, you'll be able to swear allegiance to one of the major factions, the Harkonnen or the Atreides.
So two
Swear
factions.
your guild's allegiance and begin to take part in the politics of the Imperium.
Two factions.
Once you've grouped up with friends, you should go out into the world and find desert Imperial testing stations. These are dungeon-like experiences, which you and your friends can work through together. So here we are landing our various ornithopters outside of one of the desert testing stations, and we're going to head in as a group. Now, it's really important to prepare different skills and abilities. These areas tend to be more of a challenge, and it's great to work together to complement each other. So this is the skill tree. Here you can equip different types of abilities and techniques. We have 3 slots for abilities and 3 slots for techniques. And there are multiple different trees depending on the type of trainers that you've interacted with in the world. So our character here is going to equip a series of abilities that complements the rest of their group. In this case, Swordmaster techniques. Alright, so we're heading in, and of course you can use suspensor belts to traverse, as you'd expect. And we're going to explore this Imperial testing lab.
You've entered Desert Botanical Testing Station number 163. I'm Dr. 𝗦𝗁𝗁𝗍𝗁𝗁, Senior Plant Geneticist here at the station.
Testing stations have storylines as well as enemies to fight and loot to be found.
Cool.
So you really want to go in here and enjoy the experience. Playing through with friends, working together,
Oh,
using
flamethrower.
different weapons and trying out different techniques. Now this player has placed out a portable cover. It's a different ability to what we've seen before.
Portable cover,
you see that
man.
the enemies here have shields. Using the flamethrower, it's easy to get through a shield because you can burn the air around them. And of course our characters are a little higher level than they were in the start of this video. So you're able to see
Yeah.
that,
They're
we
more
can take people
skilled
down a
and
little more easily.
more abilities.
And of course, when you get to the end of these areas, you find these really cool loot chests. And in these loot chests, you find specialized components that are used for crafting exotic weapons and items.
I wish if they use the flamethrower, you actually burn also the trees or the things surrounding your flames, right? This was kind of obvious now that it only burns certain items. Yeah, the combat system is, it's not the best, I guess. It doesn't look really appealing to me. I might be wrong. I need to play it. I need to play it to find out if I like it or not. It looks simple, but still engaging.
The end game of Dune Awakening takes place in the deep desert. Giant spice blows
The end game
will happen, drawing players from all around to try and harvest the spice as quickly as possible. You want to get there first, and you want to try and take as much spice as you can before an enemy guild shows up to try
So you
and
see all these vehicles, you can build them, you can craft them. I'm pretty sure
take it away from you.
those are players.
Now, of course, if you're clever and you start to lose the battle, you might place out a thumper, and that limits the time in which people are able to take spice, because then the big worm is going to show up.
The big one. Wow.
I
Nice.
hope you've enjoyed this brief glimpse at the gameplay.
I'm gonna
of
have
Dune
this
Awakening.
game.
And we're really excited to have you join us when the game releases.
Survive, expand, control. Nice. Guys, that's one game I really want to play. And I think the MMO component of this game will be exceptional. I like what I see. You have ground vehicles, and you actually use the ground vehicles. You can shoot them. You can, go on missions with ground vehicles. Like in Star Citizen, we don't have anything like it, right? We don't have really ground mission for vehicles where you have to go out with friends and your ground vehicles. So I like that. I like that everything we are still missing in certain games like Star Citizen, we get here at once. And I like the system, how to level up. I like the system, how to get your skills. I mean, all these components together in one big MMO, nice. And then we don't know with the spies and all that, what kind of vehicles you can build, how big a base can be. I like base building. I like to hang out with friends there. I like to go out on missions with friends or solo. It looks like you can do many things solo. So for everyone is something in this game. I love it. Yeah, 𝗙𝗏𝗄. We're going to check 𝗙𝗏𝗄 next time. There's a long video somewhere. I found one long video with lots of cutscenes, of course, and situations in the game, which kind of piqued my interest. Really looks good. Really looks good. I don't think it's coming out 25. I might be wrong, though. I'm not sure. I mean, they send a lot of emails. I get every week, I get one email about the lore of, how you say, Exodus, I don't know how you say it in English, but yeah, great game for sure, and can't wait to play it, get my hands on it, and test it here on the channel. Yep. Anyway, Nerion, thanks for watching. I will close the stream now, and hopefully I have some time over the weekend to play a little bit more Starfield. I'm not going... I mean, it's the same what happened a couple months ago. I got frustrated with Star Citizen because the game just didn't work. And I had crashes, I had bugs in the game. And so, yeah, I don't know why I just tried again. And I got frustrated. Sorry about it. But it just doesn't let me play the game, right? I hope with 324, we have a much better experience. And the game will be stable. And we can play it, hopefully. So, we'll see. You have a great day as well. Yeah, it is frustrating. But it is what it is. Guys, I wish you a nice weekend, and maybe I see you here on the channel. Would be awesome. Thank you, guys.